everyone, welcome back to another episode of the podcast, Field Goals and Forecast, presented by Afterthought Sports, now on WSBU 88.3 FM, The Buzz. I'm Ryan Addio, alongside my great co-host James Derrick, as always. And week 13 of the NFL has just passed us. Let's get into our fantasy starts and sits for probably the final week of regular season fantasy for most of you. Playoffs usually start week 15. At least they are in most leagues. Yeah.
Around there.
But let's get into our starts. Let's start with the QB as usual. I'm going to start with Jared Goff at the Dallas Cowboys. They give up the most points to the quarterback, and honestly, the Lions really do need this win.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I also like Green Bay against Chicago every time. Can I get that 4 touchdown pass version of Jordan Love?
It is. Is it Toyotathon? I don't know anymore.
I don't know. I have no idea.
It might only be during the month of November. You might be out of luck here.
I could be screwed here, but I'm going to go Jordan Love versus Chicago.
Yeah. Wide receiver, I'm going to go with the similar fashion here. Detroit wide receiver Jameson Williams at Dallas as well. They also give the most points to wide receiver. And of course, Amon-Ra got hurt, so he is wide receiver 1 right now. Pretty.
No, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. This one is risky. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna want to take this one back, but I saw Terry McLaurin play against a Denver Broncos defense that is stout, that is excellent. And I know you contradict me here, but
I do contradict you here.
In a tough matchup, he had 7 receptions on 14 targets, and a touchdown. I think I've got the confidence that he can do it against the best defense in the league, Minnesota, because I think this game could be closer than anticipated.
We'll see. I mean, one of us will be right and one of us will be wrong. So
yeah.
But then running back, I'm going to go with Kenneth Walker at Atlanta. Just 9th worst rush defense, terrible rush defense, if you ask me. They have a good pass defense as well, though. So I think they have to go to him when the pass game struggles, and they have turned to him a lot when the pass game has kind of struggled.
Yeah, still gets 15 plus every week.
More than Charbonnet at this point.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's a good one, but I think RJ Harvey could have something to say against Las Vegas. Like that defense isn't, it's really been here and there, especially against the run, 22nd in allowing fantasy points. He could take more of the workload. He's already got the receiving workload. I think if there's any big plays from a running back in that game, it's RJ Harvey.
Yeah. Tight end. Kyle Pitts at Seattle. Tied for 3rd worst against tight end. Pitts has just been more involved since London's been out. Kirk Cousins just loves the tight end.
He loves Kyle Pitts. He actually does.
Yeah. He had 15 points last week. So
yeah. No, he's solid there. I'm going to go Brenton Strange against the Colts. Okay. He's had good back-to-back weeks since coming back from injury. Yeah, no, well, he was, he's out for a little extended period there, but when he's come back, he's had the volume. He's played pretty well. Most teams against the Colts end up passing the ball. However, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see in this game. It could be different.
And then, of course, the flex spot, and I'm going to put in my flex spot and in my actual flex spot as well, Christian Watson at the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
3rd worst against the wide receiver, and Watson put up 19 last year against Chicago, the only game that he played against Chicago. So maybe he's just a bear killer. At the end of the day, he's in my flex right now. We'll see how he does.
My flex, I'm going to go T. Higgins against Buffalo. Yeah. I think he could be poised for a great game if we really try to take away Jamar Chase, we try to take away the ones if we can. T. Higgins is just a 1B. Yeah. 1A on most teams. So he's going to kill us. I promise.
He definitely would be. And then for our sits, I forgot to do our records, but sorry,
No, that's okay.
It starts 34-31. I was 4-1 last week, and then sits I was 41-24 overall, 3-2 last week. James, if you want to say yours, you can. If not, I'll just chop in.
I mean, 31-34 in starts, 2-3 last week. You're gonna say really fast.
Tough.
Sits, I do have a positive record. I'm 33-32. So just continue to flip the coin as to if you want to listen to me or not.
It is what it is. I mean, you're 50-50. But let's get into the actual sits. QB, Jalen Hurts with the big question mark next to it at the Chargers. They currently have the 2nd best defense against the QB. And the defense has really stepped up recently. Sure, they've played pretty much nobody, but they definitely have stepped up. I think they could limit Hurts a little bit more than people think, but he's very consistent. I'll say under 15.
Sorry, excuse me.
Maybe even, I'll say under 17.
Okay.
Give myself some leeway here.
All right, that's okay with me. He's projected over 20. So, But I'm going to stay in that game, and I'm going to say Justin Herbert because he has been dealing with some injury issues.
So expect a terrible game.
Not expect a game that you just don't want to watch.
It is Thursday night, so
combined with the fact not that Amarian Hampton is coming back, but if he does, they'll probably want to run the ball a little bit more. Kamani Vidal has been pretty good. We just saw the Bears run all over Philly, so that could be something they're looking towards for a big game here. And combined with the fact that Justin Herbert's hurt, I think they're going to try to keep the ball out of his hands, out of that pass rush, so he doesn't further hurt himself.
Yeah, fair enough. But then not running back, wide receiver, Rashee Rice of the Kansas City Chiefs against
Houston. Big guy, huh?
Third least points to wide receiver. Derek Stingley is very, very good. Last time I said to sit Rice, I was right.
Yeah.
So maybe I just have a feeling for these things, but Kansas City does need this game, so it makes me a little bit nervous, but Houston's defense is so good. So good.
Seattle Seahawks defense is so good as well, which your Falcons are playing against. Kirk's at quarterback. Drake London's questionable to even play. If he does play, just don't play him. He's still a guy that's projected 16, 17 points, but I think even if he somehow plays this game, Kirk's going to throw him a ball across the middle and he'll come right back out.
Yeah, fair enough. Hospital ball.
So injuries are plaguing my first two guys in my sit category, Herbert and London.
For real. But then running back now, actually this time, I'm going to sit Javonte Williams against Detroit. It's scary to say that, but I think the Cowboys have really picked up the air attack. They have the best 1 and 2 in the league. And Detroit gives up the third least points to running back. Their rush defense has been pretty good. Aiden Hutchinson is great at stopping the run. Yeah,
and we just saw Jordan Love throw 4 touchdowns against the Lions. Could be the recipe for success there. Yeah. I think for running back for me though, and I'm only picking him again because it should have worked last time. Ashton Genty against Denver. He had 15, but he just barely got into the end zone last time. So it's like, if you take away that 6, I think that's a good sit. I think it's still a good trend here. He didn't play particularly well against Denver last time. Just got into the end zone, and I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah. And
hopefully not.
2 more here. Tight end. Travis Kelce at Houston. Same reason. Very good defense. 5th least to tight end. And he's really had his drop problems recently. So
okay. All right. No drop problems for my tight end, but has just gone missing. Has I guess been dealing with some injury concerns possibly, but Arondé Gadsden has gone quiet.
Yeah, he has
for LA, and he was a huge part of that offense, and all of a sudden not really getting the targets there. So I would say sit him. Just follow the trend. He's had a couple bad weeks in a row, and Philly's pretty good against tight ends. 4th.
Yeah,
4th best.
Yeah, they are. And then finally the sit flex. I'm gonna go with Terry McLaurin. We talked about how you want to start him. One of us will be right, and we flip that coin again. At Minnesota, they just limited the JSN to 2 catches. So that's my thinking here, is they're going to limit him. Probably.
I mean, they're the best defense in the league. I'm just banking on straight volume. If he gets
I wouldn't say best defense in the league, but
they're
not
close,
a conversation
close to
we can have right now.
Whatever.
Texans are really good. I'm just
top 5. Sorry,
the Broncos are also really good. Yeah,
but Brian
they're probably top 3. I'll give you top 3.
He has the volume. Anyway, my flex is Devontae Smith. I mean, I think you said sit Jalen Hurts. We've actually told you to sit like 4 players in that game. Smitty's one of them as well. I mean, if Hurts isn't going to play well, neither is Smitty. But we'll see.
I mean, he has been getting majority of the offensive touches, is AJ Brown. But
yeah.
Anyway, that will do it for our fantasy starts and sits.